Alright, so we are off, and if you do see any slight delay in the streams, that's just Feasel syncing things up. So for anyone that just joined, this is Game 3 of the match between Nightmare and Total. Game 1 did go to Total, Game 2 went to Nightmare in a pretty close match that was probably only about a minute apart if Total didn't decide to go to kill the animals. So I expect this to be pretty good. This should be pretty close. Once again, the game can always throw a wrench into things, so we don't know what's going to happen to either runner. But, you know, just in general, I think this should be a fairly balanced match. And we will see shortly what the first item is. One of these two is going to be Morph Ball, but the other is still up in the air. And it's just Knee Tank, which is kind of boring, but I don't know. Hopefully get something more interesting once we enter Terminator, or if someone does decide to go to early Gauntlet. So this part is pretty basic. You guys have probably seen this numerous times. They need to do a deboost up here to get the Morph Ball in the ceiling. After this, it's basically just some gathering of power bombs, missiles, super missiles, whatever might be lying around on their way up. And the first pack here is a missile. They will probably go down to check to see what's below here, because it could be power bombs, which are very useful. And indeed it is. So with power bombs, that kind of opens things up here. Either Total or Nightmare could go to the left if they want, instead of going up the elevator, which changes the routing a little bit, changes things up in the way that we see the beginning play out for either one of our runners. And we'll see what they decide to do. Nightmare goes up. Total actually decides to go to the left, so he's going to check this item. I'm not sure if he's going to try to get past the side hoppers, but we'll see what he decides to do. Grabs this missile. And decides to go up the elevator. So both runners taking about the same route, Total just grabbing some extra ammunition there. Nightmare will check below to see if he can maybe get some supers, and it's just a missile again. So total of 15 missiles here is in pretty good shape early in the game. We haven't seen any supers yet, and they will need them pretty soon. So I wouldn't be surprised if one of the runners does try to go to early Gauntlet. There isn't a required item, like a suit, in early Gauntlet, but you could get something pretty good, like Speed Booster, or, you know, Ice Beam. Although you really don't want Ice Beam this early. It kind of slows things down a bit. Alright, so Total is checking the dental plan item, and it is power bombs, so he has 10 now. It's a pretty nice count to have. That's basically what you want to have to avoid, you know, getting stuck in areas, since these players do not have bombs yet. Alright, so Total going into BT. Nightmare heading down Terminator right now. And this is Grapple, which always comes in handy. Suitless Viridia for one thing. Getting the X-ray item. Getting across the moat, maybe? If you don't have Speed Booster and you don't have Space Jump. So lots of options with grapple. That's pretty nice. So Total does have 2 E-Tanks, and it looks like he's going to do early gauntlets, so that should be pretty interesting. I'm curious to see what item is there. It's always interesting when it has something like Speed Booster or Charge, because those are both pretty significant for progress, or fast progress in the game, I should say. So Total does stay up the ship. He gets up there fairly easily. He does have a lot of health, so I wouldn't be too worried about him dying in here. And plus he has 9 power bombs, which is a nice count going in. All right, so another E-Tank. That's 3 E-Tanks for our runners so far. And finally, a pack of super missiles there. So we're taking it pretty steady here. Doesn't look like he has to worry about the pants snatchers or anything. He'll make it through just fine. Nightmare grabbing his second pack of super missiles. He's at 15-10 now. And with 5 power bombs, he's in pretty good shape. Wouldn't mind picking up another pack of power bombs, though. And Total gets Plasma, which is huge. Maybe not quite on the level of Charge, but Plasma is very nice for advancement. If he gets Charge, and if he can grab X-Ray from somewhere, he can take down bosses pretty quickly, too, so always a nice thing to have. Nightmare, unfortunately, only getting a reserve tank there, but picking up an extra pack of supers, so at 15-15 now, he's getting a pretty decent amount of ammo early. Total picking up his first super missile pack, and he will probably head down to, well, he'll go into Terminator first to check the item, and then he'll head down to into Brinstar. Alright, so Total grabs Grapple. Nightmare will have to use a power bomb to get through here. And we'll see what's in Big Pink. A lot of items around here. He cannot check the one below Charge because he does not have Speed Booster yet, so unless Speed Booster is in the big hopper room or at Charge, he'll have to come back later to check that if it happens to be something significant. Grabs another pack of supers. That puts him at 20. And just keep in mind that if you want to kill Ridley quickly and you don't have Charge and a number of other beams, you're going to want about 25 to 30 supers in addition to what other ammo you might have. So having 20 supers this early is really nice. That means he doesn't have to pick up too much more if he wants to go down to Ridley early. Total grabbing the E-Tank. He has 3 now. Nightmare going for the gate glitch here. This is a little bit trickier if you don't have high jump. But it looks like he got it, so pretty nice. The ample supers helps him out. He has a lot of chances there. And it's just another E-Tank. So 3 E-Tanks in a reserve so far for Nightmare. Now I'm interested to see if Speed is at Charge, because that will open up the waterway below to go check that as well. Another super pack puts him at 25. Really nice. It's a pretty comfortable feeling to have that many supers early on. And it's just another E-Tank. So far we've had a pretty high number of E-Tanks in this seed. Not too many other items besides Grapple and Plasma to name 2. So hopefully soon, maybe at Spazer, maybe at X-Ray, we'll get something interesting. I don't want to take too many guesses, but as far as waterway goes, we've seen some trolley stuff down there where you pick up Speed Booster later in the game and then you have to go back there for gravity, so I wouldn't put it past waterway for holding gravity, but it might just have something silly like a reserve. Alright, so Nightmare, now in Red Tower, he's going to go in here and check out this item with Grapple. It's pretty easy to get across here with Grapple, and having 4 energy tanks makes this a lot easier. Even though you don't have a suit and those spikes do a lot of damage, you don't have to worry too much about falling here. Alright, so checking the item before heading down there, and it is gravity, so that's a huge grab. Pretty much opens up Meridia for him to go almost immediately if he wants, but he does need Ice or Speed Booster. So if Ice or Speed Booster are at Spazer, he could actually go straight into Meridia if he wants, because he does have enough supers to take down Batoon, and enough supers for Dragon as well. Alright, so Total heading out of the hopper room here. He'll be heading down to X-Ray. I'm sure he'll be checking X-Ray as well, so looks like both of our runners will be starting out early with Gravity. Nightmare kind of making a decision here what he wants to do, and he's gonna go up Red Tower and go to Fantoon first. So this is interesting. I'd be interested to see if Total makes the same decision or decides to go to Kraid after grabbing Gravity. Like I said, if something significant is at Spazer, you always have the option of going into Meridia early. So one of the nice things about going into Wreck Ship with Gravity is you don't have to worry too much if you're falling into the moat or if you're falling into the ocean or whatever you want to call those areas. You can get out fairly easily. He does have Grapple, which makes this this crossing of the moat in the ocean a little bit slower than usual, but quite easy. And the Spiky Death Room can be easier as well with Gravity. You don't have to worry about getting stuck in the water or anything. So it does ease the transition through Wreck Ship a bit. Alright, so Total is now in X-Ray Room. Total has done, just to let you guys know, Total has done the any percent glitched category, where basically you do deboosts like this to get across this spiky area. So he's pretty well versed in how to do this, and you can see that he's having no problem at all doing it without Grapple. It's a really interesting strat to see runners pull off. Alright, so Total grabs Gravity. Nightmare is saving at the ship. And Nightmare will check Gauntlet. So he will be rewarded by Plasma, which is unfortunately not too useful yet. Maybe just for killing enemies here and there, but won't really help him with Fantoon unless he grabs Charge. These wall jumps can be kind of tricky, by the way, to get up to Gauntlet. I always like doing this if I have... usually if I have Space Jump, I mean, you know, that makes it quite easy. If you have Speed Booster, it makes it quite easy. But if you are just doing this with or without High Jump and no space or no speed, it can be kind of tricky. Alright, so Total is getting dangerously close to the Spazer location, which could hold something pretty nice. I'm interested to see what's there. And it's just an E-Tank again. So unfortunately, this is a seed full of E-Tanks. And maybe heated rooms as well, since we got gravity pretty early. We haven't seen Varia yet. I'm not sure where we'll see it. But if Total is going to Crade, he's going to get 2 additional items here. One of which could be something that allows even more progress. Alright, so Nightmare is in Gauntlet. Should make it through fairly easily. 4 E-Tanks and a reserve tank. Total is going to Crade, so we will see what those 2 items are. Keep in mind that Total doesn't have charge yet, so well, there's a number of ways that you can do the Crade quick kill. I usually think of charge because I do it the charge way, but I guess for the majority of people, what you'll see is you'll see the 2 missile, 3 super way, which is also, as far as I know, the fastest. Alright, so Nightmare heading back out. He'll most likely be going to wreck ship from here. And Total heading into Crade's lair, or the boss room, I guess. Alright, Nightmare's gonna save one more time. I definitely don't blame him for that. Total does miss the quick kill, but he can still make easy work of Crade, and he does. That was pretty quick. And we will see what's behind this door. It is Wave Beam, so not bad. Wave Beam is definitely useful in a number of locations. If he wants to go the back way into Crocomire, he won't have to do Gate Glitch. He can just use Wave to get there. Obviously, it delivers a bit of extra damage, and it's nice for things like, I don't know, the Zeb skip, so not a bad thing to have at all. Alright, Nightmare heading across the... just walking through the water. He does have gravity, so this is quite simple for him. I was gonna say, I expect him to use grapple, but doesn't even need to. Alright, so behind the second door in Warehouse is unfortunately just a reserve tank. Not a lot of big items here yet. We are still waiting for things like Speed Booster and Ice Beam, and maybe unneeded things, but useful things like Space Jump and Screw Attack and High Jump Boots. So hopefully those pop up soon. It looks like we're going to get a few heated rooms here if Total doesn't find anything in Ice worth a lot. And Nightmare is very close to Phantoon, so we'll see that fight start up soon. This entrance to the Ice Beam area is a little bit tougher without high jump, but it's not too bad. And it's just another E-Tank. So unfortunately, we've just had a lot of E-Tanks at the beginning. Kind of boring, but I guess that kind of means that we're going to see a lot of items all at once. Maybe Wreck Ship will have just 3 or 4 amazing items at once. Maybe they're all in Meridia. Maybe there's some stuff in Lower Norfair. Who knows? Alright, so Nightmare chipping away at Phantoon's health right here. Total is heading down to the vanilla high jump boots location. Looks like he has a missile there that he'll avoid grabbing. And what do we have here? We have Speed Booster, so that's pretty huge. If Total wants to, he can now go up and go into Meridia if he wants. So that opens up some options as Nightmare finishes off Phantoon. So let's see what our runners do here. This is a pretty interesting juncture because Total has some options as to whether to do heat rooms or to go up in the Meridia. And Nightmare is about to go through a bunch of items that could maybe hold something interesting like Varia or Ice Beam. He can check the right supers here. He can check the Spiky Death area. He can go up and go past the bowling room and, of course, check the items there. So a lot of options here. All right, and Nightmare grabs Spring Ball, which I know, you know, a lot of people are fans of Spring Ball. Myself, definitely a fan of it for Suitless Meridia and getting out of the screw attack room, so I'm not going to bash it. Alright, so before anything else, Total is going to go check out the heated room over here. Might grab these supers. They're actually kind of hard not to grab. I always have a problem in this room not grabbing the ammo that's sitting there. And we'll see what's at the vanilla reserve tank location here in Bubble Mountain. Alright, so Nightmare is going to check the E-Tank location here. I am not the tracker, guys. I'm sorry. I don't have the tracking tool up right now. And it's just an E-Tank again. Just more E-Tanks, basically. Alright, so total farming up here. Obviously, you want to farm a little bit for these heated rooms. This one isn't too bad, especially since he already has speed booster. It's going to be a quick room. Nothing much to worry about here. Getting wave is a little bit more cautious, but with 7 E-Tanks, there's really no need to worry at all. And it is screw attack, so that'll definitely be helpful once he goes down to Lower Norfair. But we have not seen Space Jump yet. Alright, so Toto's gonna do some farming before he goes down to Wave, I would think. I think he'd want to check that before leaving this area. And he may go to Croc afterwards. I'm not sure what his plan is. Nightmare may check this item down here before he does anything else, and he decides to. So we'll see what's above bowling. Nightmare does not have speed booster yet, but of course this is where Spring Ball comes into play. And those are vanilla bombs. Well, not vanilla location bombs, but, you know, normal bombs, not power bombs. So he can go grab those if he needs them. With 10 power bombs, if he doesn't plan on picking up another pack, could be worth it. Total going in to check out Wave now. And that is just a reserve tank. So, not a lot of great stuff in the Bubble Mountain area. It was nice to grab Screw Attack, but in general, nothing too fancy in there. So Nightmare has the 2 items here. We already know that Bombs is one of them. Could be Varia at the Gravity location. Could be, could be Space Jump. I don't know. Could be Ice. Could be Charge. All right, so Total is bombing this out, and he's going to be heading down. I'm guessing he's going to go down and check Croc. He'll probably do a little bit of farming here as well. No, he won't. Okay, so he's just going to go to the station to recharge, and Nightmare does grab Varia, so that's huge. Nightmare has both suits now, and has a lot of paths open to him. He won't have to do any heated rooms. Alright, so Total refills his health and is going into Croc with 38 supers and 20 missiles, so no real worry here. Of course, he can't take advantage of Plasma at Crocomire because he needs charge to do the one-shot on Croc with Plasma. Alright, so Nightmare heading down Red Tower. I'm guessing... I'm actually not sure what he's going to do. I'm not sure what his plan is here. I think he might go to Kraid, but he's actually going down here to pick up some more ammo, which is interesting, because he does have 20, 35, and 10 already. Okay, so he's just farming some power bombs. That's fine. Alright, so Total gets high jump boots, which is a really nice pickup. He can go straight down to... well, no, he actually can't because... he doesn't have Varia yet, I'm sorry. He can't go straight down to Lower Norfair. He's going to have to probably head up to Wreck Ship at some point, unless he wants to go to Meridia. Alright, so Nightmare's just going to be checking a bunch of locations that we already seen Total check. Not a lot of interesting stuff here, unfortunately. So he's just going to see a lot of E-tanks. He might get Wave eventually, but nothing too crazy. Total going in the alternative way. He had to do the Green Gate glitch and got it, and that was really nice. So you can go down there, or you can go to the side where he did the Green Gate glitch to get this grapple item. Alright, so he breaks open the tube, and Total getting charge. So Total is pretty much all set besides Varia, which he needs to grab at some point, but he's good to go. If he wants ice and he comes across it, that's nice to have, but it's just that, it's only nice to have. With speed, he can pretty much get through Turian with no problem through those Zebs, and he has 15 power bombs, so there is no requirement for ice. 15 power bombs is fine for the Metroids. Alright, Nightmare heading into the Kraid fight now. Total... Oh no, I'm still up in the air. I'm not sure what he's going to do. Not sure if he wants to do Meridia or Wreck Ship. Kinda hope that he doesn't look at too many items in Meridia if he decides to do that. Obviously because there's really not much left that he would want besides ice. And we all know that Varia is in Wreck Ship. Nightmare just barely missing that quick kill, but he should be able to make quick work of Kraid here. Alright, so I'm guessing he's going to break open the tube and go into Meridia. And he does, but will he take the route directly up and go to Wreck Ship, or will he go to Batoon? I'm not really sure what his plan is. I don't know if he's going to check Mama Turtle. There's a lot of things that he can possibly check in Meridia, but as we all know, there's also a lot of time that you can waste in Meridia checking these things. So he is going to check Mama Turtle. If he finds something like Space Jumper, or ice there, it's probably pretty well worth it. And it's unfortunately just another E-Tank. And Nightmare isn't going to get much better luck here. Just getting a reserve and bypassing it. Alright, so total sparking up there. He'll be at Batoon in no time. While Nightmare has to do some item collection here in Business Center, he's going to check ice first. And probably basically go the same route that Total did down here. Hopefully he goes to Crocomire and does the full gamut, because if he just checks Crocomire, that would be unfortunate. We definitely want him to go to that grapple location so he can grab charge. Alright, so charge wave plasma for Batoon here. We'll do some pretty fast work. Total won't be in this fight for too long. Takes down Batoon fairly quickly. And we'll get to see what item is here at the Batoon E-Tank location. And it's just an E-Tank again. Alright, so now that Nightmare has Speed Booster, that kind of opens up some doors for him. He can go a number of different ways here. Total coming close to the Dragon fight now. We'll see what's behind that door as well. So with speed and a ton of supers and grapple as well, Total has options here as to how he wants to kill Dragon. But either way, it should be a pretty quick fight. Nightmare choosing to go straight down here, so he's going to go to Lower Norfair without charge, which is not a big deal because he has more than enough supers, so no issue there. I guess unless he's planning on doing a lot of ammo collection, we'll see him go to Crocomire as he comes back from Ridley and the Lower Norfair escape. So Nightmare's going to do a gravity jump here since he does not have space jump yet. It's a pretty simple thing. He doesn't have high jump either, so... Total killing Dragon pretty easily. And we have another E-Tank. More boring E-Tanks on this list. Total will probably also do... Okay, he'll do a Shine Spark out of here. And so with the gravity jump, you basically just need to pause the menu as you begin jumping, remove gravity, and then do these wall jumps up. And of course you do take damage while you're doing that. And Total making his way out here. He could go check the plasma location if he wants. He could also check left sandpit. I would think that left sandpit would be faster, so he'll probably do that. Unless he doesn't want to check any of those. If he doesn't feel like checking plasma or left sandpit, he will just go straight to wreck ship, I assume. Nightmare gets through Lava Dive with the gravity jump, and now he is in Low Norfair. I'm guessing he's going to check to see what's behind this this green gate where Vanilla Screw Attack is. Always nice to check that item. Could be ice, which would be a good bonus. And since he does not have charge yet, he might think that charge or something like high jump boots could be there. But he forgoes it. All right, so he's just going straight in. Oh, and I didn't even notice. Did Total fall down right sandpit? I think he did. Oh, that's unfortunate. Alright, so Nightmare, here in Worst Room in the Game, since he doesn't have space jump, he needs to do a pretty precise jump here, and he actually doesn't have bombs either, so he can't bomb jump up. He can use Spring Ball to do this, although I don't know too much about the Spring Ball method here. All I can do is hope that Nightmare knows about it, because I've tried this a few times and I'm pretty bad at it. You do need to make sure you pause the menu just as you're morphing into Spring Ball, and then re-equip it. So just as you're morphing into Morph Ball form, and re-equip Spring Ball, and then trigger it. So it's a kind of precise thing to do. But Total does get Space Jump, which is pretty huge for him since he has not gotten down to Lower Norfair yet. So with Space Jump and Screw Attack, it's going to make Lower Norfair a piece of cake. Yeah, so Total is taking the back route. This is a Forgotten Highway, and as far as I know, this method is actually always slower. But I mean, you know, this is pretty much just up to the runner, wherever they want to go. All right, Nightmare still trying to get this trick. Hopefully we see him get it soon. Total is catching up a bit here. As I said, you pretty much want to pause the menu as soon as you're coming out of the wall jump and morphing, just to make sure that once you turn Spring Ball back on, you can execute that spring jump right away. Yeah, he's currently pausing too late. The unfortunate thing here is he does not have high jump, which would make this room a lot easier to get out of. If you've watched any of the PRKD runs, you would see that runners normally do this room with just high jump and no space jump. And Nightmare did have the option to grab bombs while he was in wreck ship. He decided to opt out of that. I'm not sure what I would have done there either. I might have been hoping that I would find space jump or high jump boots somewhere. So if he did pick up bombs, it would make this room a lot easier. Oh, that's right. That's right. Thank you, guys. Nightmare did not have speed. I completely forgot. All right, so Total now in the Fantoon fight. He's not going to find too much at Wreck Ship besides the one item that he needs so dearly, and that is Varia. Yeah, if he is not in upper... As far as I know, if Nightmare is not in an upward momentum while he's doing that, he can't execute the trick. You still need to be in morph and upward momentum to do the Spring Brawl trick. And Total makes quick work of Fantoon there. So Total is definitely pulling ahead here pretty quickly. I'm not sure if Nightmare is going to go check the screw attack room here or head back up. Looks like he's going to try to head back up and hopefully maybe grab something in Bubble Mountain. Yeah, that is true. Well, yeah, that is true because with yeah, he does not have screw attack yet. Yeah, what Lenifus said there. So he only has speed booster, but he doesn't have screw attack, which you need to do the trick to get out of the screw attack room. With speed and screw attack, oh, you might need high jump boots too. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think you might need high jump boots for that trick as well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you do. So yeah, he wouldn't be able to get out of there. Yeah, that's right, he could fight GT. That's always true. Alright, so Total traversing the Spiky Death Room. He'll be checking this location very shortly, only to be surprised by a vanilla item, unfortunately. Yes, I can read the chat. That's why I've been correcting myself after people have been correct. Alright, so Nightmare checking the wave location, which, once again, just a bit of a letdown. Alright, so Nightmare continues his foray into Bubble Mountain, gathering more items. We know that Total is going to see bombs here. I'm not sure if he's interested in them. But once he has Varia, he's going to head straight down to Ridley, and once Ridley's dead, he's just going to go straight into Turian. So, yeah, Total has a pretty commanding lead right now. Alright, so my hope here is that Nightmare goes down to grab charge, and I wish I remember where the high jump boots were. I'm sure someone will remind me of that. And he gets nothing but Spazer there, unfortunately. Total picking up Varia. And so he is all set. He's going to head down to Ridley. Not needing to pick up anything on the way. He has Space Jump, he has Screw Attack. The only nice thing to grab would be Ice. But once again, not needed. He can just Power Bomb the Metroids and do the speed strat for the Zeb skip. High jump was Croc E-Tank, thank you. Alright, so yeah, definitely worth the traversal here for Nightmare to go through here, grab high jump and grab charge, and that'll allow him to go back down to lower Nerfer if he wants. Yeah, so total is significantly ahead right now. Nightmare still has 2 items to collect here, so I would assume that if he plans on going directly back to Lower Norfair after grabbing high jump and charge, he will probably be getting down there around the same time that Total is killing Ridley. Alright, so Nightmare decides to forego the vanilla grapple item. He decides to forego charge. He wants to go straight back down to low nerf air teams. I don't know. He would have to gather a significant amount of ammo to make it through this game without getting charged, so we'll see what he plans on doing. He still needs at least 15 supers and probably some more missiles and maybe, you know, an additional pack or 2 of his supers, so it's the choice he made, and we'll see how it plays out from here on. Alright, so obviously Total won't be checking the screw attack location unless he's just curious for some reason. Nightmare should be able to make it through worst room of the game much easier with high jump boots. The jump to get up there isn't too bad. Total, unfortunately, falling down there, he's going to take a little bit of damage, but with space jump, it's pretty easy to get out of there. Alright, so now that Nightmare has high jump boots, looks like he's going to go check the screw attack location. Gets the green gate glitch on 4th try. He's going to refill his supers just a bit because he will need those. And unfortunately, it's just a reserve tank. So with high jump boots and speed booster, you can actually do a strat here where you go into the energy tank room, or not the energy tank room, sorry, the energy recharge room, and you jump out of it and basically do a wall jump into a screw attack on the left side of those breakable blocks up there. So I'm not sure if he knows about that one. Yeah, I mean, what I would do here is just reset, because he can just come back down. I mean, it's a time loss, but you're basically just calculating, is it going to take me longer to get out of there, or is it going to take me longer to just come back down the elevator and go further into Lower Norfolk? Because he obviously does not need the reserve tank that's in here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's saved. And it looks like he did reset, so he'll start at that save point again. Alright, so Total makes quick work of Ridley. Yeah, no need to even check the item behind that door. The only thing that could be is maybe ice, which could always be a nice addition, but yeah, Total's in go mode, and I don't think he is going to bother checking anything else. Alright, so Nightmare sparking through the Fast Pillars room. And I think he'll find worst room in the game a little bit simpler now with the addition of high jump boots. So just needs to finish off these pirates here. And there's like a little marking on the pillar. You can see it. You pretty much want to jump right near that marking, and then wall jump off the side there. And he gets it. Very nice. Total heading out now. He'll be in Three Musketeers room soon. So this room, of course, is a little bit slower because he doesn't have space jump, but of course just makes quick work of all the pirates with the addition of screw attack. Not a problem for Nightmare. Heading down to Ridley now as Total heads out towards Bubble Mountain, and he is on his way to Turian. So Nightmare opting to check this item, which kind of tells me that he's in the mode where he just wants to collect ammo to make up for the lack of charge, which would make perfect sense at this juncture. These metal pirates aren't too bad with supers. It only takes 3 supers to kill them. So as long as you have supers or you have some kind of combination of plasma charge beams in that room, it's not too bad. Otherwise, if you have speed booster, you can do a Shine Spark strat. Nightmare will have to farm up just a little bit. He probably wants 30 supers, but in addition to that, he does still have 5 power bombs. Power bombs are interesting in the Ridley fight. They do take a lot of time to use, and they do cause lag, but you can actually get double hits with them. So a single power bomb can do 400 damage to Ridley. So it's always nice to have those as well as backup. But he should be all set. He has more than enough energy. He has 19 missiles, 36 supers. Alright, so Total just saving at the ship before he goes in. With his combination of beams, it's probably somewhat worthwhile to do stand-up glitch. The only thing he's really missing is ice, of course. Nightmare's starting off the fight with a power bomb, but he has more than enough ammo to basically just keep spamming it at Ridley. All right, so Total in the abridged G4 room. He does not have ice, as mentioned before, so he will have to use power bombs on these Metroids, but he has 15, so no need to rely on drops. Nightmare finishing off Ridley, very nice. And now Nightmare needs to head up, but he does have to make a pit stop for 2 more bosses, Batoon and Dragon. And there was nothing but an energy tank behind that door. So I'd be interested to see what's at the Firefleet location. Alright, so Total finishing up the 3rd Metroid room. Just has this last one to go. You can see that the Metroids can deal some significant damage to you if you do get 3 or 4 latched onto you at once. So if Total was in a situation where he had lower energy, he'd basically just want to roll around the room and try to gather the Metroids near the power bomb to make sure they all get hit, but he wouldn't want them all latched onto him. However, with this much energy, it's not a worry whatsoever. Nightmare going for that speedball strat there. Total opting to take damage, so he will just let the baby grab him. No skip today. And we will see what's in this Firefleet tank location. And keep in mind, there are a number of things we haven't seen in Maria, but there it is, Ice Beam. So if Nightmare at all was not wanting to do the speed strat for Zeb Skip, there's no worries because he no longer will have to. He can just do the normal Ice Zeb Skip strat. And he'll have the advantage of freezing the Metroids, of course. So he is still looking for more supers. He does not have the ammo to properly go into Turian right now. He's going to want, as I said before, probably at least 3 more super packs and then a few missile packs as well. But he's opting out of the missile packs. Total on Mother Brain 1 right now. Should make quick work of her. And then with Wave and Plasma, I believe the charge shots, it takes 30 of them to kill Mother Brain 2. Oh no, wait, I think it's like 24 or 25. Yeah, Wave and Plasma are a bit different. I think it's 750 damage each for these shots. So yeah, it would be like 24 or 25. I don't know, I can't do the math. Alright, so Nightmare looks like he's gonna go back to Croc maybe? Or otherwise he's just farming here. Total finishing off Mother Brain 2. Going to do the stand-up glitch. So there's 2 advantages to doing the stand-up glitch here. It's not just the additional damage you can get by shooting Mother Brain with this beam combo before getting into phase 3. You can also position the baby optimally to take faster damage from Mother Brain 2 herself. Nightmare foregoing Croc was only just farming there. So it looks like Charge is just a distant reminder. And it's not something that we'll see on his run unless he just can't find super packs anywhere. Was just a little bit off, maybe a few pixels off there, and bonked that. You can do a short charge right here to spark up and get those main street get that main street item. But it looks like he's opting to go past it for now. He does have 2 other packs in just before Batu, and then he can pick up. Alright, and nothing but an energy tank for him, so he's going to head back out. As Total heads into the escape, he should be done very shortly. I assume he will go to kill the animals? I'm not really sure. I don't know what his plan is. Alright, so let's see if Nightmare can get some extra ammo here. It would be nice if he would be able to pick up 2 super packs here. Huge advantage for him. But unfortunately these are just missiles. And there are the supers that he wanted. Total not opting to go down to the animals. Probably a good thing when you don't know how close your opponent is to you. And he finishes up with an official SRL time of 1:05:17. Grats to Total for taking Game 3 of this match and defeating Nightmare47 to move on in the tournament. So I'm not sure who he's going to be facing in the future. I'll try to pull that up. Looks like Total will be going up against the winner of the Ivan Janice, which I believe is going to be happening maybe either later or tomorrow. I can't quite remember when that one's going on. Maybe not till the 8th. I know there were a few matches that were moved back, so yeah. Total will be going up against either Ivan or Janicil. Alright, so Nightmare heading over to Dragon right now. He has another ammo pack that he can pick up over here. Even if it's missiles, it'll get him closer to his goal of having something around 35-65 or 40-65 or whatever the comfortable amount is for Tyrion without charge. Alright, so while Nightmare is on his Dragon fight here, I'm just going to bring up the sheet one more time to give you guys a rundown of how we're continuing the matches today. Just as a reminder, there are a ton of matches today, so feel free to stick around for all the events that are happening. Let me just pull this up. Alright, so upcoming races today. The next one at 2 p.m. In just 40 minutes on the Speed Gaming channel is going to be Steph Cad and Captain Duck, and Galmas and Sly Pork. So that's going to be a 4-way. 1v1 and 1v1. And after that, at 4 p.m., it's going to be Game 2 of both of those matches, Steph Cad, Captain Duck, Galmas, and Sly Pork. So those are the next two coming up, and then there's a ton more that are going to be coming later in the day, so just feel free to check out the sheet. I think they're still trying to sort out where to put some of the matches, so I can't give you any definitives as whether they're going to be on Speed Gaming 2, or Speedruns Live, but just be sure to check out everything that's coming up. It's going to be pretty interesting how we're progressing here into round 2. Nightmare going through Coliseum, exiting the Dragon fight now. He does have 55 supers at this point, so just 2 more. But he does want an additional missile pack as well. Oh, okay. Alright, thank you, Stray. Looks like Galmas and Sly Pork at 2 p.m. is canceled, pushed back, but that does not mean that Steph Cad and Captain Duck are not going to be running. They, I assume, will still be doing their match. Alright, so Nightmare is gonna go check out the Vanilla Plasma location, maybe to see if Charge is there. I'm still interested in finding that. Unfortunately, we know that Charge is at the Grapple location. And so he does grab Space Jump, which will, help him out a bit. Not too much since he's already at a low Norfair, but can't say it's not useful, especially in this room. It is me doing solo commentary right now, yes. Alright, so looks like Nightmare is going to go check past Shack Tool. If anything, just out of pure curiosity to see what's there. We've already seen Spazer. We know where Charge is. We know where bombs are. We pretty much know where every major item is, except for X-Ray, which I don't think we've seen anywhere. So my expectation is, we've seen a lot of reserve tanks too. My expectation is we're going to see X-Ray here, or we may just end up seeing another E-tank. So Nightmare just simply hanging out with Shack Tool here. I'm not sure if he's going to kill him or not. I'm not sure if chat cares either way, if anyone's for or against the murdering of Shack Tool. He's just hanging out with him. Just pure pacifist mode right now. Oh, and he ends up killing him. Alright. Well. It is X-Ray. It is X-Ray. He does grab it. It's a nice item to have when, you might consider doing a... you might consider doing stand-up. Kills Shack Tool again. I mean, I can't blame him. I'd be pretty angry right now, knowing that I've done all this exploration and Charge is nowhere to be found. Yes, Total did find Charge Beam. Charge Beam was in the grapple location. Alright, so Nightmare's options here. He can opt to go back down to where check that item. He can go and gather some more ammo. Besides that, I believe there are a few locations that were unchecked, possibly Waterway, since they got speed late. So it could be at Waterway. We already know it's not, but just something that might pop into his head. And that's simply a power bomb over there. There are supers in that location, so we can go grab those. And he can also check a bunch of items, I believe. Well, to get up to the ones in Wreck Ship would take him a lot of time, so... I'm not sure what he grabbed in Gauntlet. I'm not sure if he went past anything in Gauntlet. He might have just grabbed Plasma and got out of there. So there is another super pack, I believe, in Gauntlet, which would bring up to 65. And if he grabbed the missiles there too, he would be at 35. So probably best just to go to Gauntlet, grab those 2 items, and then go down the Turian. And he is actually opting to go down. Okay, so there are 2 items here too. This is actually a good move. I completely forgot about these, but this is the vanilla power bombs location that you usually get early. We'll see what we have here. We have a missile pack and we have a super pack. So yeah, he's actually all set if he grabs those 2. Alright, so he's opting to check this item as well, just for some backup ammo. I definitely do not blame him. 35-65 is a little bit meager. I'd always like a little bit more ammo than that. Ops to grab the missiles, always good. You can finish off Mother Brain 1. I believe it's with, it should be 3,500 damage from Mother Brain 1, so of course 35 missiles will do it. Does get stuck in that Sam Cedar though. But nothing to worry about. Alright, so we'll probably see a ship save here, and then he'll head down the turret. Alright, so with the Metroid rooms, keep in mind that Nightmare does not have bombs. If he does get grabbed by any Metroids, he'll need to power bomb them off. And he does have 10 power bombs, so he should be all set. I wouldn't think that it would be too much of a worry. The only thing is he does want to make sure that he gets out of here with as much super ammo as he can, which he should be fine on as long as he gets decent drops. He can always use missiles in the last Metroid room just to ensure that he doesn't get skimped on supers. And that's good. So he has full ammo again, which should be really nice. One thing you have to remember though is, you know, all it takes is a couple of missed supers in the Mother Brain 2 fight, and you can soft lock yourself just by missing one, basically. Alright, so I think to stay safe here, he would probably just open up this first door with missiles, refill. As far as the Ghidorah and the second door, he can just use supers on those. Ops should just go straight for this though, so doesn't seem to be too worried about missing any ammo on Mother Brain 2. All right, so it does the speed strat. This is a really cool strat, actually. I love seeing this because it's something that's kind of tricky to pull off due to the short charge needed for it, but it's really cool to see. He did miss it, so I guess he's just going to do the normal ice strat now. However, he does have screw attack on, which he'll have to remove. Alright, I'm not sure how many super missiles he started the fight with, if it was 60 or 61, but he just missed one. He does have 4 missiles, so that'll make up for super. He started with 62, okay. Yeah, so pretty much perfect amount of supers there. Yep, should be all set. Alright, so just to let you guys know, Stray mentioned earlier that the Galamoo's Sly Pork match has been moved back, so they will be starting their game 1 at 4 p.m. and also doing one of theirs at 6 p.m. It looks like we have a lot of stuff at the 5, 6, 6:30 p.m. area. So I'm still not sure how that'll be divided between streams. But yeah, in approximately 25 minutes on Speed Gaming, we're going to start the Steph Cad Captain Duck match. Alright, so Nightmare doing Mother Brain 3 now. Finishes off Mother Brain 3 pretty quickly, and he'll be going through the escape after messing around with X-Rabbit here. I am guessing he's going to visit the animals. Unfortunately, Fate has already decided what happens to the animals, and there's really no way out of that. So we will see whether he kills the animals or kills the animals, I suppose. Tries to do the blue suit method to get up there, but decides to end up sparking it instead. Alright, so the final decision coming up after he gets through the climb and goes up Parlor. What will he do? Will he go directly to the ship? Is he tired of this seed, which has not given him that one beam that he so desperately needed, charge? Or will he hang out for a bit longer and see what's up with the animals and see if they want to die by different hands? He opts out, so he's going directly to the ship. Looks like Nightmare finishes with a SRL time of 1:28.26 after sparking up. So that was game 3 of the match between Nightmare47 and Total. Once again, Total will be advancing to round 2 to go up against either opponent of the match that will happen, I believe, in a few days between Ivan and Janice Seal. So be sure to look out for that one on the schedule. Good game to both of our runners. All right, so yeah, head on over to Speed Gaming for more Super Metroid in about 20 minutes. Thank you so much for watching, guys. My name is Typo, and J-Man was doing tracking as well. So be sure to follow the runners, Nightmare47 in Total. Be sure to follow the tracker. And thank you so much. Take care.